Hello there.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee. It's truly a blessing to have you watching here today. If you're a daily coffee drinker, welcome back. But if you're new to the channel, I would like to encourage you to subscribe. We have a great community of fans here at Star Wars Coffee. They're always very supportive of one another and of my efforts, and that is something that I truly appreciate, telling me to put my health before content. And I really do appreciate that, and I do my best to respond to the comments. So if that sounds like something you'd like to have, is me responding to your ideas or your thoughts on a video, this is the place for you. But with that being said, let's get into today's video. I'm going to go ahead and give credit for the research to today's video over to the Star Wars Shadow Council blog. They have compiled some quotes and information that we're going to go over today that I think is pretty important in the grand scheme of things about Rey and who she is. These quotes are from interviews that were from the time that The Force Awakens had been released, but before The Last Jedi's release. So we're going to start with quotes from J.J. Abrams and then go with one from Daisy Ridley, and then I'm going to tell you what I think these quotes mean as a whole. So let's get into it with J.J. Abrams up first. The first quote from J.J. Abrams goes like this. There were things that we, at the very beginning of the process, were outlining and discovering, and we just knew would be in episode 8 or 9. A couple of those were things I was so excited about getting to do, but realized early on there was no way we would shove them into episode 7. Then of course Rian Johnson came along and is incorporating some of these things very closely to what we were thinking about, and in other cases things that we would never have imagined. The ideas that we had about what preceded and what might follow The Force Awakens were fairly enormous. We had to talk about quite a bit ago about how we got here and about where we might go. Larry and I had a bunch of thoughts of where certain things could go, and we shared those things with Rian Johnson, who's directing 8. He had things that he came up with. He asked if it was possible if we could make some adjustments that we were doing at the end, most of which we did. There were just a couple that didn't feel right, so he made adjustments, but it was just collaboration. I know quite a bit about Rey's lineage. Obviously, it's not for me to talk about in the moment because this is Ryan's story to continue now. The last thing I'm going to do is reveal something that he would be upset about. Those are the 3 quotes from J.J. Abrams about Rey's lineage and kind of about the collaboration between Rian Johnson and himself and the process between episode 7 and 8, which you may not think is important about Rey and the characters, but is actually crucial. So like Mark Hamill has said, there isn't really a general outline for these films, but the fact that they are talking means that they have a general sense of where they want to go. But with that being said, let's go into what Daisy Ridley has said about Rey. And this is kind of groundbreaking, so check this out. Rey's past is not flexible. I know what the past is, and that's not changed. It's always been the same. But the future, now I'm doing 8, I'm also thinking about 9. So I've been asking Ryan, thinking that he'll know some stuff, and he refuses to tell me. So I think it's good to just concentrate on one thing at a time. Now that quote was from Daisy Ridley in July of 2016 at Total Film magazine, but let's talk about what these quotes mean as a whole. Obviously there is no general arc of each film and a complete storyboard outline of what film is going to do, but there is kind of a general outline that's been talked about between Ryan and JJ, which is great because now JJ's doing 9, so he can kind of finish off with the general outline that they started, which provides more of an arc for the overall characters and the overall plot of this trilogy. But what does this mean overall for the character of Rey? Well, it's pretty simple really. This means that Rey's lineage was known from the beginning. Although it wasn't directly given to us, it has always been the same, which means it is unchanged. Between 7, between 8, between different directors, it is unchanged. But it doesn't necessarily mean that she's related to an existing character or even any character at all, and the point is that she could have been Rey, no one the entire time, or she could still be a character that we have already met, and that we just haven't been privy to at this time that we might find out in 9. But what do you think about these quotes? Let me know with a comment down below. I would really love to know what you guys think. That does it for me here in this episode of Star Wars Coffee. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw and you want some more from Star Wars Coffee, you can go ahead and follow the channel on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SW Coffee YouTube. Have some other big things in the pipeline, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for those things and enjoyed this video. that does it for me here in this one. Once again, it's a blessing to have you support the channel and watch this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you.